thorax area. Means the surname. Longissimus, the long muscle. Okay, thoracic means the surname. Then of course we have the longissimus cervicis, longissimus capitis. Okay, these muscles we have in three parts. Longissimus thoracic start from the lumbar, but mostly doing the function on the thoracic. Longissimus cervicis will start from thoracic, but that will function on your cervical. And longissimus capitis will start from your cervical, but that will function here in your capitis. This area is called capital area. Okay, this area this is called a capital. Okay. Yeah. So India's capital is. Okay. So the longissimus thoracic from the spine 1.5 tube broad muscle. This is the spinous process now. Next to spinous process 1.5 tube. This big muscle is longissimus thoracic. It starts from the here, from the sacral region, but the functioning on the thoracic region. That's why I call the insertion part is thoracic region. Okay. The cervix start from the thoracic region, but functioning on cervical. And capitis start from the cervical, but functioning on capitis. When you are doing like this, that will help. Okay, we'll come later on that.
There are three
steps.
Not one muscle.
No. One muscle is comes from here to here. Second muscle is start from here to here. The third muscle is start from here to here.
I used to run a lot. I used to run. And one day I was standing and if I did that, I could feel electricity fall to the soles of my foot.
Will come on that. Okay? The second muscle for extension. Ilio. Ilio means the iliac bone. Ilio means start from the iliac bone and going to costal. Costal is called rib cage. Costal is called the rib cage. Okay. Lumborum means the lumbar region. More filament of this muscle in the lumbar area. Okay. So see, what is the difference between these two? The thoracic is the more filament of the thoracic area, and lumborum is the more filament in the lumbar area. Okay, we'll check. We will do practical now. This muscle you will understand through the practical.
It is lumborum or rhomboid.
No, that is this
Rhomboid muscle, it is different.
the rhomboid is here between the scapula and spine. This is the rhomboid. Your cardiac lumborum, that is different. There is one more muscle, cardiac lumborum, which is attached with the QL muscle. We call the QL. That's different. These two muscles, okay? Can you come, anyone? His left side of the longissimus thoracic is very stiff. Who checked yesterday?
Me.
When he was doing like this, when he was touching, only that one muscle was activating.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the stiff muscle. When patient lying down on the stomach, if you see, the one side muscle is lying a little bit down,
Yes.
one side is a little bit more stiff. That comes through this muscle.
Longissimus thoracic.
If the near, this is two muscles. The one muscle longissimus thoracic is like this. This is the longissimus thoracic. Okay, and this is the iliocostal lumborum.
Oh.
So if little bit far away from the spine, then iliocostal lumborum. If it's just next to spine, that is your longissimus thoracic. Okay, just write it, then I'll show you some. Ready? thoracic starts from the here between your L5S1. Okay, some filament is going till here, some very small fascia. Okay, and it's going from the here. Then it will start to attach one filament here, holding your all nucleus till T5 like this.
Okay.
Understand? Here is muscles. The maximum muscle is the longitudinal thoracic. The muscle is start from above the L3. Below the L3, the more fascia. Okay, when you see in the air, they will show here white color muscles. That is the more fascia. From above the L3 this is the more filament, and one filament attaching here, holding each and every rib like this. Okay, and iliocostis lumborum. Okay, is after the 1.5 tube away from the spine. This is the iliocostis lumborum. It starts from the sacral region. More filament here. In this muscle, the more filament of upper part, and in this muscle, the more filament is down part. And this muscle will go in this side, or little bit lateral side of the spine, and it will go under your scapula.
Oh, okay.
This muscle will go and attach with here under the scapula.
And it starts from the ischium, is it? Where does it start?
Which one? The iliocostis lumborum?
Yeah.
It starts from here, on the center L5S1 only. Okay? I'll show you. So this chain is connected like this. Your bicep femoris, iliocostis lumborum, and your this one internal rotation. So see, this is the latissimus dorsi. Can you see the filament of the latissimus dorsi? How it's come? From the side. Can you see the filament of the lining of the latissimus dorsi?
Yeah.
Can you see the lining of this highlighted muscle?
Yeah.
So that's why this muscle is not functioning on axial rotations. Many in book they mention the axial rotation latissimus dorsi. But actually latissimus dorsi comes from the side. That filament is not. So that's why this is the latissimus dorsi exercise. Okay. If the filament is going straight, then latissimus dorsi will help.
So is this one?
Yeah. Okay. The filament is coming like this. Right? So if filament is coming like this, the muscle will contract like this. Okay? Filament is coming like this, the lining, see the lining. Understand? Lining is coming.
That's the latissimus dorsi.
Yeah, this is latissimus dorsi. So that's why the external rotation, the latissimus dorsi will not help. Okay? When we remove the latissimus dorsi, okay, the upper part little bit of this one, the serratus, we remove this one. This is the your. Okay, can you see the line? Okay. So, yeah, this one is your longissimus thoracic. You can see the more filament up. So what is showing in the air? That is 2 up. Okay, mostly above the L3. Okay, and this one is your iliocostis lumborum. Okay, so see, the longissimus thoracic is going like this.
Yeah.
So it will reach one, but not going till that.
How far does it go up, did you say?
From till T5, T4.
T5.
Okay, can you see this one?
Yeah.
This one is longissimus thoracic. Okay, and now this one is your iliocostis lumborum, going under the scapula actually.
Yeah.
Okay. When we are walking, no, this both are muscle help. This this muscle are giving a lots of the movement. When we are walking like this, no, that time you see just touch here and try to walk. How your muscle are moving, then you will see the practical experience. Yeah, they are helping to move your to move the shoulder and to move the hip. Okay, so one muscle was going in the center, the next near the spine, and center muscle. The second muscle is going the little bit of the crease core under the scapula. Okay, so the first one is going from the here like this straight, and this muscle is going under the scapula. So what is the purpose there? When you are doing extension, okay, so this muscle is helping from the center of the rib cage, and this muscle is helping from the side of the rib cage. Understand? When we are doing the extension, okay, so this is my main muscle, which is longissimus thoracic. Okay, and when I am doing little bit like this, little bit, see, little bit like this, this is my intercostal muscles. Understand? So when I am doing extension, so this side muscle will help my to hold my body like this, and center muscle will help to hold my body like this.
Are the intercostal muscles the iliocostalis lumbar?
Yeah. So intercostal muscles are different. Okay, iliocostal is. Intercostal muscle is called the between the two rib cage. They are the muscles, three layers of the muscles inside the rib cage from here to here, here to here, here to here. That is the intercostal muscles. Okay, iliocostal is lower.
Is over. They're over the intercostal muscles.
Okay. Now we'll check each and everyone's spine, which is the more steep one. So we'll do identify. First, remove a distal line on your stomach.